Now we're going to code our first function. We're going to code a function that finds the difference between our take profit and stop loss levels. And we're going to output that using print. First, let me save this under a new name. Okay, so our function is going to be coded outside of our onStart area. I'm going to create a new area here and call it functions. For those of you who fancy a challenge, pause the video and try to code this function on your own. Okay, let's do it. First thing we code is the header line. We're going to return a double. I'm going to put double here. I'm going to call this function diff tpsl. It takes in two variables, tp and sl. They're both doubles. I'm going to call them a and b. Note that you can name this anything you want. In our factory area, first thing you do is to code a return portion, and I'm going to return output. But note that you can name this anything you want as well, so I can name it difference if I want to. So if we are returning difference, we need to initialize the variable difference, and difference will equal to our TP plus SL. Some of you may be wondering, why aren't we subtracting A and B instead of adding them? So if you think about it this way, for example, if we enter the trade at say 1.5, our TP is going to be 1.505. Our SL is going to be 1.474970. And the difference will be 80 pips. So we need to add our TP and our SL to give us our 80 pips. Okay, and next thing we do, print it, call our function name, insert our two variables, which is our TP and SL, and we're done. Compile. I forgot a close parenthesis here. Alright, we're done. So go to the front and look for my div TPSL complete, drag it to the chart, and look at the bottom area. It printed 80, which is the correct answer. There's one more thing I want to talk about before we end this quick lecture. All the variables that we use in the functions area, A, B, difference, they are what we call local variables. They are local to our function area. This means that we cannot use them in our onStart area. If I want to comment difference, if you try to compile it, there will be an error, because when MT4 tells us that the variable difference is not found, it's not being initialized. That's because it was initialized in the functions area and cannot be used elsewhere. This is good in a way. It will first allow you to use the same variable names across different functions, and it will allow you to use that variable name in the onStart area. I have included another practice called my practice script sum and product incomplete in a GitHub. So the practice here is to multiply two numbers and add the answer to another number. Output it as a comment. So I've included the solutions, sum and product complete, and another one called sum and product nested complete, where I nest the comment function in the function itself.